The tragic circumstances surrounding the passing of popular actor Matthew Perry, best known for his role as Chandler Bing in Friends, are beginning to come to light. The investigation into why Matthew was discovered unconscious in his Los Angeles home's hot tub is still ongoing. What's strange, though, is that Matthew uploaded an Instagram picture of himself unwinding in what appears to be the same hot tub a few days before he passed away. In the days preceding his passing, Matthew posted a few more odd posts and comments. Fans are now curious as to what these imply, and whether Matthew foresaw or perhaps orchestrated his own demise. Matthew's famous pals, including his co-stars and friend, have spoken out about the heartbreaking news and offered their opinions on the peculiar circumstances surrounding Matthew's death. Friends fans worldwide were shocked to learn on Sunday, October 29th, that 54-year-old Matthew Perry, well known as Chandler Bing, has passed away. Even though the police are still looking into Matthew's death, some unsettling information is beginning to surface, and fans are already delving into Matthew's most recent Instagram post since it seems to include some information about what happened. TMZ reports that Matthew spent a few hours playing pickleball on Friday morning, October 28. He dispatched his helper out to perform some errands after arriving back at his house in the Los Angeles area. According to TMZ, they discovered Matthew unconscious in his backyard hot pool when the helper came back. After that, the assistant reported cardiac arrest and called 911 when Riera left. It's unclear if Matthew was already dead at that point, but by the time the paramedics got there, there was nothing they could do. So tragically, Matthew was declared dead on the spot. The law enforcement officials thought there was no foul play involved, and no drugs were discovered at the scene, according to the TMZ reports. However, the inquiry is currently ongoing and the autopsy will reveal whether Matthew had any drugs in his system. Hours following Matthew's discovery, several police officers were spotted cordoning off the area and erecting a white tent close to the rear pool and hot tub. When Matthew's father John, stepfather Keith Morrison, and mother Suzanne arrived at their son's Los Angeles home as night fell, they all appeared extremely surprised. A coroner's car was seen at the home, adding to the tragic image and emphasizing the sorrow felt by the deceased's loved ones, friends, and loyal followers. A week prior to his passing, Matthew posted a cute picture of himself and his 82-year-old father on Instagram. Matthew captioned the photo, "This is me and my father John both holding a beverage, displaying his trademark dry way." Nevertheless, Matthew published a couple of other posts in the days preceding his death that seemed to predict how he would pass away. Indeed, the final post he made on Monday, October 23rd, featured him lounging in a hot tub's corner. "Oh, so warm. Water swirling around makes you feel good." The caption says, "It's me, Mattman." In the weeks preceding his passing, Matthew posted references to and images of Batman under the handle Mattman. He tweeted, "No need to worry. Everybody," alongside a little trailer of Robert Pattinson's The Batman movie on October 17. "Tonight is mine to own the streets." Matthew shared a little video of the moon later that day, along with the caption, "Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's me, Mattman." Matthew published a number of other postings about Batman in the days that followed, one of which was a little video of what appeared to be 3 cranberries with the statement, "This is what I've had to eat today. It's me, Mattman." Pickleball is mentioned in one of Matthew's most recent posts, which is another strange coincidence considering that, by several accounts, he was playing pickleball just hours before he drowned. The autobiography Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew contains a few more odd details. November 1, 2022, practically to the day, saw the release of Matthew's book. There are several references to water in the final few paragraphs. Matthew recounts, "As the light of the day deepened and the ocean changed from silver to the palest aqua, the wave of gratitude grew until within the wave, I saw faces and events and little bits of flotsam that had been moments in my eventful life." He continues by describing seeing his father's and mother's faces in the fine spray of water, imagining his friends' co-stars surrounding him. He writes, "I look out at the water and I say very quietly, maybe I'm not that bad after all." He also recounts other friends who assisted him through his addiction difficulties. Finally, Matthew said in his memoir, "Someday you too might be called upon to do something important. So be ready for it, and when whatever happens, just think, what would Batman do? And do that." At first, followers of Matthew thought that his recent posts with Batman-related themes were hints that he had been cast in the Batman universe. Fans are curious. Nevertheless, if Matthew hinted at his own demise in light of the devastating news of his passing, my theory is that Matthew has been calling for help in a subtle way that hopefully his friends and family would have caught on to in the past few days. A Reddit user commented, "Regretfully, he passed away a week later." Another admirer retorted, "I'm not sure it was a cry for help, though. Signing off as a madman, he implies that he is Batman. Justice above vengeance is Batman's overarching concept. He battles crime to make sure that no one has to suffer as much as he did. What's the deal with that?" The final image also seems to be a near-literal premonition of his own demise, as though it was precisely designed that way. It seems a little self-sacrificing. It's not like he had to pass away to save anything. However, a lot of other people are suggesting that this is all simply a coincidence, and that Matthew's cardiac death in the hot tub is the most plausible scenario. Matthew has numerous chronic health concerns as a result of dealing with alcohol and drug addiction for most of his adult life. He admitted to spending around $9 million on his addiction in 2022, as reported by the New York Times. This includes 15 stays in treatment and 14 stomach surgery. In any case, there are still a lot of unanswered questions, and it is unclear what the formal inquiry into Matthew's death will reveal. A few of Matthew's friends' co-stars are among the famous people who have begun to share their thoughts on his loss. In an Instagram homage to Matthew, Maggie Wheeler, who portrayed the iconic Janice, Chandler Bing's erratic lover on Friends, said, "What a loss. Matthew Perry, you will be missed by everyone. We shall never forget the joy you brought to so many throughout your far too brief existence. Every bit of time we had together made me feel really blessed." It's devastating, as Viola Davis wrote, people, those closest to my heart, whom no one sees and whom most people discard, were affected by your book, beyond the happiness you offered to many. It was a gift. Your heart has the final say. Get plenty of rest. Recognize the love you brought. Adele, meanwhile, took a moment out of her residency show in Las Vegas to honor Matthew, saying that watching him as Chandler was one of her best childhood memories. Fans are now recalling watching Matthew on Friends on social media, and many have shared how Matthew's character supported them during trying times. "Helped me in times when it was hard to pick myself up," an admirer wrote. Chandler Bing, "I am grateful for your unwavering friendship. I'll treasure your irony and sarcasm." Matthew Perry, RIP. Another commenter stated, "One of my comfort characters was Chandler Bing from the Friends series, which helped me get through some of the worst days of my life. I appreciate you making me smile even on my worst days. We'll never forget you. Tell us in the comments how you claim to remember this." Matthews. The untimely passing of beloved actor Matthew Perry has left fans and the entertainment world in shock. The circumstances surrounding his death continue to unfold, with both puzzling details and heartwarming memories shared by those who knew him. As the investigation into his passing proceeds, the legacy of Chandler Bing, the character he brought to life on Friends, remains a source of comfort for many who found solace and laughter in his performances. While speculations arise about the cryptic messages in his final posts and the eerie coincidences surrounding his passing, it's essential to remember that Matthew Perry's life was marked by personal struggles and triumphs. His battle with addiction and the chronic health issues he faced serve as a reminder of the human side of the beloved actor. As fans and fellow celebrities alike mourn the loss of Matthew Perry, they celebrate the joy and laughter he brought into their lives. His portrayal of Chandler Bing and the genuine moments he shared with his audience will forever be cherished. Matthew's memory will live on in the hearts of those he touched with his talent, humor, and humanity.